Your Excellency, all what I have to do is to thank you, not just once, many occasions, because I think that Sri Lanka is going through the worst ever economic crisis or the downturn in the history of Sri Lanka. And this is the time we see, in fact, friends indeed, that friends in need. Right. So basically, you have been a friend in need, and you have been always, and your people, your government, have been always concerned about the activities of Sri Lanka, and you have never hesitated to assist us whenever it is necessary. And I don't think there is more opportune time than this to have these donations. Just across the giant that I see. And we are very proud of you, because I think this is the biggest ever grant of the Chinese grant. I think next to the BMICH years ago. And we have the privilege of having a state of the art, and I'm sure our professionals will love it, because I don't think the Sri Lankan government could have afforded it at this time or even in the future. So therefore, I think once again, let me thank. I think I would like to go on a monetary values of it. I think 600 million worth of vehicles. More than that, the purpose it is given is more important than the rupees and cents. And I'm sure that you have had your own researchers at the other end. And knowing that the Sri Lankan government and the health sector needs this as a requirement, that you have come out very generously and handed over this. Apart from this, I must also take this opportunity to thank you. We are near a crisis. Only way that we can avoid the crisis is with the assistance that we get from all our friends all over the world. And Chinese government has been in the forefront of it. And today we have, I think, received the first batch of almost 5 billion worth of medicines. We have received the first 650. We are getting in batches. And we are once again thankful to you and your government and its people over there. And I reiterate the fact that our friendship has been, I think, 65 or 70 years, and we will move forward with it. And once again, let me thank your president, your government, and you particularly, who takes all the trouble at this end. Whatever that happens at the other end, be it communicated and directed to us through you. So as far as we are concerned, you are the king as far as we are concerned with Chinese relationship. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. All the best to you. Good luck.
It's a great pleasure for me to be here today, to witness the commissioning of those state-of-the-art CKD mobile labels. We are all aware of the Sri Lanka people's suffering in relation to CKD, especially in some rural areas. In order to change the status quo, the Chinese and Sri Lanka government, together with research institutes, have joined hands to tackle this problem by setting up nephrology specialized hospital in Polonnaruwa, a joint research and demonstration center for water technology in Kandy, conducting numerous training programs, both virtually and on-site, as well as the donation of those 8 kidney disease screening vehicles, which was 660 million rupees. CKD is known as silent killers, as a patient live with this disease for years before showing symptoms. By the time the disease is detected, for many, it's already too late. It's in particular dangerous for potential patients living in rural, remote, and underprivileged areas. I do hope that with those vehicles working in aid of chronic kidney disease of unknown etiology affect areas, the early screening and detection of CKD will spare the patients with limited healthcare access from pain and suffering. The health sector in Sri Lanka has endured tremendous pressure in the past few years. The widespread pandemic and then the following economic crisis posed unprecedented challenges for Sri Lanka health care system. In this regard, I would like to sincerely applaud my Sri Lanka colleagues for your dedication and sacrifice, which lead the country towards victory in the fight against the pandemic. And I'm certain that with the same spirit and our collective efforts, the resilient Sri Lanka people will get through this economic hardship as well. I'm glad to take this opportunity to inform my friends here today that another consignment of medicine donation and China's 500 million RMB emergency humanitarian assistance just arrived in Colombo 2 days ago. This consignment includes some of the most needed pharmaceuticals in the country right now. In the coming months, more medicines and medical supplies will be delivered to Sri Lanka, together with a total value of 5 billion rupees. I sincerely hope that those efforts can help the frontline health workers save lives across the country, and will also support resilient Sri Lanka people overcome the crisis and recover an early date. Thank you all.